Today in No Man's Sky Beyond, I'm going to tell you about one of the best looking multi-tools out there. It's experimental and it's fantastic. It's S-Class, so don't worry. This will work on all platforms, all difficulties. It is in the Euclid Galaxy, but don't worry about that. If you want to get it and you're in a different galaxy, join someone's game who is in the Euclid Galaxy and just go and get this. So really not a big issue there. Now, because of so many new people to the game, I'm just going to quickly show you how to find a portal first. It's changed in this one, and I did have a guide for it which has now changed. So we'll just quickly go through that, but don't worry, you will get the multi-tool if you want it. So first of all, you're going to want to get a bunch of navigation data. Now you can get these from these red barrels. For some reason they are glowing red on the band and not green, but I'm still able to harvest. It's very strange. It should be green if you're able. But anyway, you can get antimatter from these. There's multiple ways. There we go. There's multiple ways to get navigation data. These also drop antimatter and whatnot. You can find these on planets, but you can also get the recipe to build them. They're quite cheap and definitely worth it. Basically, we need the navigation data. So you can also get navigation data from those sort of floaty little cubes and such that you'll find on space stations like this. They give nanites as well as sometimes navigation data. Now it's not just the cubes, stuff like just this stuff you find on the desk here. So there's another cube here. These gave me more nanites. There is a circle one here, and that gave more nanites. This is just unfortunate considering we want the nanites. Come on, last one. Damn it, just nanites. Well, not the best source of them. So I would definitely recommend more of the red barrels. You can also get them from trading posts, like this one here. As you can see here, it sells 99 navigation data, which is fantastic. This is more than we really need. Then while we're at a trading post anyway, we'll check what race owns the system. So if you go into your discoveries menu, we're in Buy Hue at the moment. On Sihnon, right, so Buy Hue is a Viking system, which means we need a Viking dagger. If it's a Gek system, we need a Gek relic. If it's Korvax, we need Korvax casing. Now, with Viking dagger, you can often find them in these green trays, which are all over trading posts. But you'll often also be able to buy them from ships that fly in. So as we go to the green tray, we'll check with this here merchant. As you can see here, he's got Viking daggers for sale, so we'll just buy one of those. Now we need to head back up to the space station. You only need one of the Viking daggers or Korvax casing or Gek relic. So now we're going to talk to this chap. This chap is a cartographer. He can be found in every space station, you know, inhabited ones. You're going to exchange the navigation data for maps. Now you could also purchase a map, but you know, why purchase it when it's free? Although if you're going to buy the navigation data, it depends. Have you got a lot of units that you're not really fussed about? And not too many nanites? If you have the red barrels, it's really a non-issue, just get navigation data. It takes the same amount of time no matter which one. Now we're going to keep getting these planetary charts until we get 3 that look for artifacts. 1 may be enough, but 3 will guarantee us the monolith that we need to find the portal. Now with these planetary charts, you can tell what kind they are via the description text here, and we actually have 4 of the exact type we need, which is pretty fantastic. A map of a nearby planet, an ancient artifact site has been marked. So we've actually got 4, we only need 3, so happy days. Now all we need is to get down to a planet. One with buildings, I should specify. Now there are multiple ways to find a monolith. The first, which we've already partly invested into, is to use these planetary charts and plot a route. Sometimes it will say nothing is found, it's very quite annoying. And sometimes it will scan like this and find you a monolith. So now we have the waypoint to a monolith. The second method, which is probably the best if you're going to be doing certain things, you could build an exocraft pad to just go into your build menu, and it's one of the basic ones. You could build a summoning station if you've already built your exocraft pads before and just summon it with that, or you could just use the individual one. I just had to build some iron batteries there, so I'm just going to build this now, and this will allow me to summon my exocrafts through the quick menu. If we summon the Nomad, inside you'll need this one at least. I think you need all three signal boosters, and then that allows you to, via the quick menu, scan for alien structures. There we go, with the Nomad, which doesn't require planetary charts or navigation data. So next let's head to the monolith itself. Of course you could also just fly over looking for one. It's certainly a workable thing. It will probably just take you longer than the other methods. They're really not that rare. This one here appears to be sunken in. Make sure to grab the words when you come here from the knowledge stones. There's 3 of them on every monolith. Whoa! It just lit all 3 of them up when I grabbed one, but it still allowed me to get all 3 words, so grab them and head up. Obviously some of them look different to this. This is a Viking one, so we needed the dagger before we came here, whereas Gek and Korvac's relics, if you complete the riddle on them, you'll be able to get the item from it often. Feed the beast, honour the ancients. Something beast is beast feed. So, it sounds like we need to give it stuff. Once you've completed the riddle successfully, you can now interact with the monolith in order to locate the portal with the Viking dagger. And here we go, it's given us a waypoint to the ley line. Now of course, this is by hue, which means I've already located the portal, but it should still give us a waypoint. So if we go with the analysis visor, we can tag the portal waypoint there and head over. Land over at the portal and you'll need a few resources to charge it. Just charge those up and then you'll be able to use it. Now, of course, obviously this has already been done. Now of course you'll also need glyphs to be able to dial. These here glyphs are something you collect one at a time. Now, to collect these you either pay off a traveller and gain access to his grave. If you pay a traveller some nanites, they'll give you a waypoint to their grave. Unfortunately at the moment that's a bit janky, so it's difficult to show you. Often people aren't getting the actual glyph from the grave. This was a bug that was present in Next at the start for quite some time, and potentially Atlas Rise as well. But there is a second method. I'm pretty sure that if you complete the Artemis quest line, I won't say any more about it than that, but if you complete it you should get the glyphs along the way as well. So I'd recommend doing that if you don't yet have the glyphs. I'll be covering that in a series very soon anyway. So now we're going to head to Bird, Dragonfly, Swirly, or Black Hole, whatever you fancy, Sun, Boat, Diplo, Scarab, Bird, Waypoint, Triforce, and the last one, Diplo. As you can see, this location is quite popular and has been for quite some time now, because this is a very old MT. Unfortunately, when the Beyond update came in, the systems and planets where the MTs were found did not change, but the locations on the planets where the S-Class cabinets for those multi-tools were found have changed. So, MrMNichs, the person who originally found this, pretty damn quickly found the new location for the S-Class, because he's fantastic. So, nice one, MrMNichs. And that's where we're going to head now. It's now actually found on a different planet, Burger Prime. This can be located just behind the planet you portal in on, so head up into space and head over. It is the moon of the planet you portaled into. We're looking for minus 24.64 by minus 110.01. Unfortunately, this is a bit more difficult, quite a bit more difficult than it used to be, because they removed north and south from the radar for some stupid reason. Luckily it's also a moon, so it's pretty small and quite easy to find things even without the north and south. But planets, ugh. So this should be the place. Let's just pop in and double check. And there's the actual MT. Is it S? It's S-Class. Thank you very kindly, MrMNichs, for finding this again. You, sir, are a legend. So if you want this, you know where to find it. And there you have it. You can now get an S-Class multi-tool nice and quick. It costs 7.5 million, by the way, at base value. You'll get 70% of your current multi-tool's price off it. So swish to that. If you have any questions about stuff like the portals, glyphs and whatnot, and multi-tools in general, just feel free to ask them down there. I'll do my best to answer it. And yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Consider subscribing if you have not yet. We have loads of guides, as well as I keep on top of the news for No Man's Sky with new patches or the news in general. Working on big guides at the moment, so yeah, subscribe and hit the bell if you have not yet. Also, we have a website that I keep updated with loads of useful information like tables for stats and stuff to do with the game. We've got a Discord full of awesome people. We've got a merch store if you want to help support the channel and get some tangible yourself. Super soft tri-blend and poly blend hoodies and stuff, and yeah, it's all good. Check it out in the pinned comment. Have an awesome day, folks. Shed Daisy.